What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sakura Fantasy. In the last episode of this, we actually got a kind of a little bit of plot, like some story going, and I'm really happy about that. I'm glad this game isn't just booblies. I think. So, we're gonna see how the rest of this goes. They're looking for a search party to go into the Myers, which is a really dangerous place, so let's see what these guys have to say now. Sure enough, he's gone in an instant. Bye, guardsman. I'll never forget you. I'm too busy taking in what I saw to really care, though. Even though the council has adjourned their meeting for today, I still have guard duty. I'd better get to patrolling the hallways, then. Lips. We know the drill. Okay. It's another moonlit night by the time I'm off duty. The rest of my day was uneventful after what I saw in the council chambers. Tired, to say the least. Maybe guard duty is supposed to be some kind of twisted endurance training. Keira does love her unusual training regimes. Stop complaining! This is an amateur hour! In the words of Keira. I suggest stop complaining. This will only make me stronger. So I should bear with it. I once again hear soft footsteps echoing through the halls. I already know who they belong to. The Emperor seems to have stopped to look at me. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were... She responds with a gentle smile. It is fine. Don't concern yourself with who I am. I really don't think I can do that. I'm only speaking with a legendary figure. I wish to speak to you again. If my Empress commands it, I will. Then let us speak. She wanders over to one of the many windows in the hallway, leaning on its sill. The light of the moon illuminates her face, making her seem even more ghostly. Ah, how pretty. In the moonlight, her otherworldly beauty becomes even more prominent. A star has fallen from the heavens. The impossible has happened. No, it's always possible. It was always possible. It was only a matter of time when it would happen. But how did you know it was possible? Because someone promised me that it would. Someone promised her? Who might that be, my Empress? Who promised you? Someone. Someone did. There's no answer to be had here. What does the star mean, then? Is it as the doomsayers speak on the streets? Is it a herald of the end? I'm afraid that the star's significance will be lost on anyone of this age. Again, she refused to explain anything. Why can't you tell anyone what the star means to you? Because they were not there. Weren't there? Weren't where? My Empress, what are you talking about? I'm afraid that I cannot make you understand either. There is not anyone else alive who remembers him. Him? What could she be talking about? Him? I am the only one. I wish you could have been there, too. You know the light that once shone upon us. There was no need for an empress or an empire then. And look at the world we live in now. Despite how powerful she looked in the council chamber, she now looks very tired. They have believed me to have become lost. That is not entirely untrue. I have been waiting a long time for the star to fall. Now that it has, I think I can find my way again. I see something very human in her for the first time. The Empress has made herself vulnerable just for a moment. I can tell you one thing about the star. It means change. Great change. Is it for the better or for worse, though? Even I can't predict the future. All that I know is the star means change. You were there to hear my request. It all depends on those warriors now, whoever they may be. She quietly gazes out the window. With all her power, why doesn't she go and do something? I mean, I don't know what she can do, other than make a ruckus, but, I mean, she's gotta be able to do something. Something about her just seems lonely. I would seek the star myself, but I am no fool. Oh, is she gonna tell us why? If I were to die, what would become of the capital? That makes sense. You have seen those men bicker among themselves. I don't know, whenever I play, like, a Total War game, like Medieval 2 or whatever, I always send all my generals, like, they are constantly in combat. I always get them like brutally scarred, but they're, you know, it's all about field presence. You gotta be there for your soldiers and not ask more of your soldiers than you would ask of yourself. To leave what little we have left in their hands alone, we would be undone. The people need their empress in these times more than ever. Why do you keep them here then? Or, yeah, why do you keep them there then? Why not get rid of them? I've thought about it for a long time. Perhaps when I find suitable replacements, I will go through with it. For now, I will allow them to stay. They will not deny me this time. Even though they rule this city, still the Empress. For a moment, she seems to look at the cityscape before her. It is late, guardsmen. Return to your barracks. Music just cuts out. Hope that we may meet again sometime. I'm not sure if I hope to meet her again. Something tells me that I will, though. Oh, it's in a list, sorry. I wasn't clicking the screen. Wow. There's some gravity to this last little bit of this playthrough. Last episode and this one. Let's get something more bouncy and happy again, like the training grounds. Okay, I was gonna say barracks, but then I switched words. Anyway, I'm back at the training grounds today. I'm not on guard duty, thank the creator. After all that's happened in those chambers, I'll never complain about hitting wooden dummies again. In fact, it's nice to be able to hit something after listening to that councilman for so long. Oh, I think she's got her little, like, fang going. Oh, it's adorable. Oh, that's me. I keep forgetting that I'm the... This is weird. Unfortunately, Keira motions for us to cease training. Here we go. The first day I get back to it, and there's already going to be interruptions. Novices, I require your attention. The Empress herself is visiting our training grounds. Pay your utmost respect. Martina's visiting us right now? No one knows our reason for visiting today, but I can take a guess. For what I saw in the council chamber, I know it could be for no reason other than recruiting. Oh, wow, she's just there. Great. Ardina looks much the same as she did when she last visited. She's wearing her emotionless mask. She takes a moment to wait for the rest of the novices in the barracks to assemble themselves. I notice I can read through this a lot faster when the music is, like, bouncier, and it's not like a plot situation with, like, slow, mysterious, or whatever kind of, you know, maybe. I'm sorry. She takes a moment to wait for the rest of the novices in the barracks to assemble themselves. My novices, my knights, I come before you with a request. Despite her lack of emotion, her words still sound inspirational. Not a single person looks away, they're waiting on her every word. All of you know that a star fell from the sky a week ago. That was a week ago already? Wow. Everyone has discussed what the star means, but its meaning will only become apparent when we see it for ourselves. There is going to be an expedition to reach the star, traveling through the mires into the desolate lands beyond. Will any of you volunteer for this? It will be a journey filled with peril, so I understand if you refuse. But your Empress needs brave volunteers. Will you not help her in time of need? Wow, that would work. that would work if you're fucking recruiting for like a war instead of having a draft. Like you want willing volunteers, pull something like this. I can't blame them. What she's asking for is practically suicide. Did I miss something? Oh, most of the novices look away. There we go. It's one thing to be on the walls and just defending. Yeah, attack on fucking Titan. It's another to actually brave the wilderness to seek a fallen star. Keira also looks shocked. Oh, she is. Wow. She wasn't expecting something like this. My Empress, surely you ask too much of these novices. They're not ready for battle yet. Can you not come later? You know, like this afternoon? We haven't had our you know, team building, yoga exercises yet. I'm afraid this cannot wait, Keira. Ooh, addressing her by first, I was gonna say him. Addressing her by first name, wow. I also reaffirm that this is only for volunteers. I will force no one. Surely there is one among you who would go to seek the star. Vacant eyes. Oh, were vacant eyes survey the entire crowd before her. As I'm about to step forward, I feel a hand on my shoulder. It's Gwyn holding me back. Oh, Gwyn. Don't go near the Myers. You won't come back alive. Never before have her words sounded as grave as they do now. Relenting, I step back into the crowd. I think the Empress notices me when I do, though. The crowd parts as she begins to walk towards me. It seems that we meet again. I have an unusual feeling about you, Guardsman. Trusting my feelings has led me into prosperity in the past. So this is what I would ask of you. Guardsman, you'll be willing to take this journey. All the other novices gape at me in awe. Wow, the Empress, I think that's her voice, yeah. The Empress herself has requested for Raylan to go on this journey. Wow, that's amazing. They talk amongst themselves excitedly. The Empress seems to notice their chatter. I had forgotten to ask your name when I had spoken to you before. Please forgive me, Raylan. Her words caused an even stronger reaction than before. Oh my gosh, Raylan's spoken to the Empress? Wow, how could that even happen? Wow, she's just like, wow. Ignoring the rumor mongers, Ardina focuses her full attention on me. I ask again, are you willing to take this journey? Expectation weighs heavily on me right now. Everyone seems to be holding their breath. Before I can open my mouth to reply, Keira steps in. I can't let such an inexperienced combatant go into the wilds, not without someone to ensure her safety. What you're asking of her is too much, my Empress. And are you saying that you wish to join her, Keira? It's not often that I see my instructor knocked off balance. But I have my duties here, the team-building exercises, the yoga, Empress! I'm not forcing you to make a decision. You may go or you may stay. I know the journey will be perilous. Torn between her work and this proposal, Keira looks over to me. I have a duty to my novices, to keep them safe. To train them to face adversity. Cannot allow Raylan to go into the wilds alone. If she chooses to go, I will join her. Is this because I went back and I picked the Keira option? Because you see all of Gwyn in all the options anyway, but you miss out the other parts. Would Gwyn be doing this instead of Keira? Dude, I want to fucking have Keira on an adventure, come on. I'll arrange for someone to take my place while I'm gone. Someone else steps forward from the crowd. None other than Gwyn. Ah, here we go. She's stony-faced, trying to hide her fear. I will not let my friend go there without me. Allow me to join this expedition. It'll take dozens of scribes to fill your place, Gwyn. I'm aware of that. The sacrifice they'll have to make. Keira's shaking her head, but she's smiling too. It seems that you have all agreed on this. For the first time. Oh, for the first time I see the Empress smiling. You will be hearing from the castle shortly. If we're going to do this, we'll need time to prepare. My Empress, can I request a month's notice before we have to leave? These novices are not ready. A smile disappears from Ardina's face, but she accepts. So shall it be, then. You have a month before you proceed into the wilds. Do your best to prepare. I will ensure that you have everything you need to seek the star. Simply ask for it and it will be provided. Thank you, my Empress. Do my best. We all will. I believe in each and every one of you. Oh man, dream team. Look at this dream team right here. Oh, we got Raylan, we got Keira, we got Gwyn. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. I'm excited. That concludes my business here. Please continue with your training, novices. No one will think less of you for refusing. Though she puts it that way, the novices still seem to be ashamed. Yet, they still don't have the courage to step forward. Keep training. Do your Empress proud in your own way. As the Empress leaves, Keira looks at a loss with herself. We've just agreed on a suicide mission. Well, you two are brave. Bravery alone isn't going to be enough out there. I think we'll conclude training early today. We'll talk about this later. Keira disappears back into the barracks. All of the novices leave the training grounds as soon as she does. Soon, it's only me left. Did she plan for this the entire time? Did she already decide that I was going to go on this journey? I don't know what to think now. Do I just condemn myself to dying namelessly in the wilderness? Well, that would suck. No, I can't think like that. I've got to be positive. We're positive, Raylan, remember? Positive. I will be ready for whatever lies out there. If I remember correctly, the star landed north. Oh, if it's landed out there, then that means I'd better not get ahead of myself. I need to prepare. That star has landed where I think it has, then I absolutely must make it there. Oh, is she like, failure is not an option, because we're NASA! Yes! I wonder, was she thinking, like, the place that she had in her dream? I'm assuming that's the mire. Like, is she worried that that's, like, where it landed? Because didn't they say it landed there? There, the ellipses. Double clock swipe, yes. Returning to our sleeping quarters, I find Gwyn waiting for me. For a moment, we just stand there, taking in the gravity of what we've done. So, we're going on an expedition. We're going to see the Myers firsthand. Do you know what this means? We'll get a chance to kill monsters? Yes, but you do know that what we're going to face apart from monsters. The Myers are filled with black mud. It kind of clings to your legs and feet. It's gross, not to mention flooding, lack of food, snaring vines. Ugh. I didn't want you to go because I've read all about those swamps. Now that we're going into them, I can't help but feel grossed out. Ugh. It'll be fine, Gwyn. I hope so. One time I went with my friend into like the woods in his backyard. I went with him and a couple of other friends, and we're like, well, we've never been to these woods before, but my friend was like, oh, no problem, I got these. And he has these like enormous like branches that are like perfectly straight. We're like, what the fuck are these? And he's like, oh, they're walking sticks. And he just hands us like an enormous tree branch, like, and we just go out into the woods, and it's like kind of swampy, and we're using this to like pole vault over like thick, like really deep things of like mud and like water and like little streams and stuff, and like vaulting over rocks and like climbing through like woodsy forests. I haven't gotten to do something like that. Like, what is that? There's a word for that. I forget what it's called. It's not spelunking, it's something similar. I haven't gotten to like go adventuring like that in a long time, but it's like one of the most fun things. If that's what we're doing in this game, I'm really excited. There's so much to plan for in the meantime. Ugh, I stumbled over my words a little bit, I'm so nervous. Food will have to be rationed too. We can only carry so much. Not to mention that there's nothing to be scavenged. Nothing to be scavenged from the forest? Like you can't hunt or anything? Surely there's something we could forage out there. We won't really have time to forage. The best we can do is ration ourselves as we travel. Food is definitely going to be a problem then. Yes, but there's much to consider when on a journey like this. But you'll find you're in capable hands. Gwyn is used to planning, rationing, and handling equipment requisitions. Her years spent as a novice at this barracks have proven invaluable. I'm so glad she chose to come with us. What are you, Gwyn? Do you think you'll be okay out there? My gift will be enough. Your farseeing will help you when not in a fight. Your farseeing will not help you in a fight, so I'll protect you. Why do I need to be protected, though? Can't I protect myself? I never said you couldn't protect yourself, and I never said that you shouldn't return the favor if I do protect you. We're going to dangerous lands. If we want to survive, we need to protect each other. He makes a really good point there. I guess I'm too focused on proving my own worthiness. That's why I like playing tanks in most video games. It's fun protecting your friends. Looking away, Gwyn seems to be lost in thought. I wish I knew why we were seeking that star, but the Empress doesn't wish to tell us. Recalling the events from the council chambers, I can only think that the star must mean something significant. The Empress is much older than any of us. What it means to her could be long lost to history. It must be a painful memory or something very personal. Your ability to read others is unusual, Raylan. I don't remember you being so insightful with Keira. But now that you mention it, it's fully possible. We all have our memories we do not wish to speak of. Haven't you seen that melancholy look in her eyes, too? It's like she's mourning. Am I the only one who noticed that? Yes, it does look like she's in grief. It's the first thing I noticed about her when she visited us. Who or what is she mourning the loss of? That's what I can't work out. She's a frustrating Empress to read. Yes, but she's our frustrating Empress. So we must do our best to make sure we find that star. If it means something to her, then it means something to the entire Empire. I remember saying that it did not matter to the entire Empire. Or, I remember her saying that it did not matter to the entire Empire. Or I remember... what did she say? I remember her saying that it did matter to the entire Empire. What it possibly means is beyond my understanding. Do you find anything about the stars in the old legends? I have not found any legends about the stars since you've asked. I'll keep looking and see if I can find anything. For now, we should rest. Oh my gosh, this sounds like medieval times music. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, bum-bum, ba-dum. Oh, it's great. You should also go see Keira. I believe you owe her your thanks. That'd be a good idea. Kira's been apprehensive ever since I agreed to go on this journey. I need to talk to her and put her at ease. Thanks, Gwen. I'll speak to her soon. Good. I need to get back to work. I need to put forward an equipment request for the Empress. Or to the Empress. We need supplies of all kinds, including replacement armor. Some monsters can destroy armor out there. Oh. 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 No. I'm sure you'd rather not be nude while in the mires. No! With all that mud, slime, and rain? No! Exactly! On that note, we'll need warm clothes, too. I'm not sure I could convince Keira to wear anything different, though. Thank God. Anyway, you should really get going now. We both have things we need to get to. Gwen quickly disappears into the hallways of her barracks. I guess there's nothing to do but talk to Keira now. Hey, Keira. What's going on? Well, here I am, before Kira's quarters again. I'm hesitant to open it, as I know what happened last time. It will be better to knock this time. Wonder what's gonna happen. So I knock on the door. There's no response. Is she even here? Just open the door. Let's wait a moment. Wait a moment. Just a moment, please. I decide to wait for a moment or two, seeing if she responds. She doesn't. I decide to open the door. Are you in here, Keira? Yep. Oh no, not again. Don't tell me I did it again. Yep, I did. Keira is once again in a state of undress. Let me just... You know, I was gonna pick up this Arizona again, but I have something else here that's probably more appropriate. You know, I have pretty bad acid reflux, but... Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this. Oh, tequila. I'll catch you guys later. God, fuck it. I wonder how many more times we're going to walk in on any character that has no clothes on. Probably too many. Bye. Do you find anything about the stars in the old legends? I have not found any legends about the stars since you've asked. I'll keep looking and see if I can find anything. For now, we should rest. Oh my gosh, this sounds like medieval times music. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, bum-bum, ba-dum. Oh, it's great. Christian, I didn't see you actually bite into that. Just alright. I thought you just kind of went for it.